gonna take that from me. No, I'm gonna be who I wanna be. Oh, say what you wanna say, I'll do it my way. I'm swimming in a sea of dreams all day. Nobody's gonna hold me underneath. You don't gotta believe in me. I know who I wanna be. You don't gotta believe in me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Tough for Chiefs fans to watch this. Here's Jamal Charles on the carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Second down, Bridgewater. And Anderson's got it. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get up.
Now carry here for Charles. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Bridgewater now on second down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
On third down, Bridgewater. He finds Beckham complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And to the left side here, Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Let's go.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Down throw for Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
From the gun, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
Be ready. Wide 80.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. And it's 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone, in this compressed area of the field.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And Brian Hartline brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go back to Riddick. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
ground. It's Reddick. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there. Dante Hightower on the stop. Second down following the run. Reddick with a carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock. You control the ball.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a third down and 5 to start things out. Third down from the gun, Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On second down, Bridgewater again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, Bridgewater. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Screen pass to Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even...
You said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On the run, it's Charles. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Second down, Bridgewater. And over the middle, this is Parker. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, and thinking along with the offensive coordinator here, I think he felt like he could pop one big because the defense has been aggressive today. Instead, they figured it out and made a nice play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will add. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 2nd and 10 here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. He's got time in the pocket. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, it's Charles again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And out come the Chiefs now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Finding time. And caught right side, Green.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So Dalton now. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes the sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Dalton throwing on second down. He's got time. He hits Riddick underneath. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Third down now following the completed pass. Dalton off play action. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. That one was intended for John Brown. And fourth down coming up. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball. So a couple of field goals, that's all. Hey, Charles, give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Eight yards still remaining here on 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Chiefs. 47 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Dalton. And he finds Hartline on the catch. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Brian Hartline with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver.
All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Second down, Bridgewater. And over the middle, this is Parker. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Going deep here for Parker. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He completes it to Hartline. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's Riddick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs' defense getting ready to roll.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum, and right now, he's hugging them.
It's complete to Parker, left side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he has not been able to find the same type of running room this week as last. Such a great game. We met with him. He came in, had the biggest smile on his face, so we just thought that would carry over.
Sometimes you wonder if maybe it borders on a little overconfidence. They were so good last week. He's getting extra blocking out in the perimeter from the wide receivers to get him downfield. In this game, maybe he came into it with the idea that it's just going to be like last week, be a piece of cake. And what they're getting from the defense isn't exactly the same. And, boy, it's been tough going for him.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Second down, Dalton. Over the middle here to Brown. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're back now in KC. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Catch made right side by Wilson.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Charles the low setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Nigel Bradham brings him down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Spinning past him. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Hearns. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Finding time. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a 20th carry here for Jamal Charles. And able. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out here in the eye. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Tight end carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter.
All week in your own home facility, no one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room, and then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get